Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today we're doing a reaction on If You Upset Your Guru, You Go to Hell with Subtitles. You go to hell with subtitles. So anyways, I thought this was pretty interesting. It would be kind of strange, and I guess whenever it says you go to hell, I think that's a Western thing, or is there like, I guess an equivalent of hell? Perhaps it's just translated to an equivalent of hell in his particular I won't say religion, but his particular way of life. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
That's why they say that even if you make your Lama angry or disturb his mind, it is a causes for hell. Now I'll tell you why.
Oh.
It's not that your guru is the all-seeing Buddha, you upset him and that's it. No. It is understood that your guru should be more advanced than you, quicker and faster, and they know the path for you and what you should do. And they compassionately teach you, show you by example, help you materially, give you advice, encourage you, and give you love, and give you whatever you need to help you accomplish that. So in fact, the guru is even more kind to you than the parents. Because the guru gives you more than the parents, he gives you enlightenment. And therefore, for a person able to giving you the teachings, compassionately the time and energy and his skill and his learning, and his compassion and his perseverance non-stop, he must have some level of realization. Because none of us can do that. All of us give up, we don't want to learn, we don't put effort. So for a guru to be able to do that, he must have accomplished something within the 6 paramitas. He must have spent a lot of time and energy to reach that level where he can teach you, help you, skillfully according to your language, your timing, your culture, your mentality, your level. And not only that, also nurture you and suckle you like a baby to its mom's breast. To give you gifts, praise, take care of you, take time for you, give you love, and not one, not two, hundreds of people. Yet the guru never gets tired. He never gets disappointed. He continues, he keeps doing it again and again and again and again. This being must be advanced in some sort of practices, or else he can't do that. Because why? If he can do that, anybody can do that. Why can't we? We can't even help ourselves, never mind other people. We're so stingy to give even people we love things, never mind just giving people we don't know. Money, food, health, finances. So the guru must have attained, the teacher must have attained some attainments. By that observation, you can see that that person has attained something in his meditations to help you, to get you out, to rescue you, to give you the path. And out of compassion, because if the guru doesn't ask, maybe some weird cult leader wants money, wants whatever from you, then okay, forget it. But if he actually doesn't even ask anything from you, and you don't even give, you don't even help, you don't contribute, he just gives and gives and gives, he's attained the paramita of giving. And he never gives up on you. He's attained the paramita of perseverance, endurance. And he's able to teach you according to your level, your time, your geography, your needs. And with great patience, he's achieved wisdom and patience, etc., etc. So if the guru is able to do that, instead of sitting going, oh, amazed all the time and praising endlessly, how do you repay your guru's kindness? Practice. That's the only way you can repay your guru's kindness. Practice and you result. Not lame excuses, not accomplishing, not fighting, not challenging, not giving weird, explanations of why you didn't do it. And continuously making the guru, making your spiritual mentor, your teacher, show suffering by reminding you constantly of what you're not doing. Constantly. So this person, you can't do that. You tell this person, get out. Never mind one, you can't, never mind 100, can't even do it for one. You even lose patience with people you love. That shows you your level of attainments. So this person, if you disturb and make unhappy, and disappoint and lie to and cheat, you can. But what happens is you go to the 3 lower realms and to the deepest of hells. And I'll tell you why. Because when you don't do what this guru teaches you, you destroy your own chances to have a better life. It's like you're hungry and you're starving and you don't have anything, and the guru gives you gold and diamonds and money, and you throw out. And then you're hungry. Hunger is likened to the 3 lower realms. the jewels and diamonds and gold is likened to the Dharma. So when the Guru is always there for you, and no matter how temporarily disappointed the teacher is with you, and he doesn't give up and he continuously teaches and helps, that's a sign of accomplishments of the person. So if that person has that kind of accomplishments, definitely what he teaches you will lead you to that. And when you get those accomplishments, you leave the three lower realms. When you go against your Guru, and you fight, and you go against his advice and his compassion, you go to the three lower realms. And it can be two ways. It can be in relation to this person and his attainments, one, but let's forget about that. But actually, the real meaning is you throw away what he gave you. And so when you throw that away, you go to the three lower realms. Why? What do you have that's better? What's better than compassion, effort, perseverance, wisdom, patience, giving? What's better than those qualities? What's better on this whole planet than that? Who has better than that? What jewels are better than that? In fact, with those jewels, you can get rich, famous, well-known. People will love you and respect you if you have those jewels on a worldly sense. In a Dharma sense, if you have those jewels, you become a Buddha, according to Sutra. So, when you go against your Guru, and it can be direct or indirect. It can be with flowery words, or it can be just not saying anything fighting, but just with your bad action. And having him to remind you again and again to teach you, you go to the three lower realms. And the reason is, if you're not doing out of love and great compassion what advanced being is teaching you, how can you go to the next level? How can you become advanced? How do you become advanced? So in that way, when you make your Guru unhappy, the deep meaning is that's how you go to the three lower realms. So it's not fanatical. It's not you make this person happy, I'm going to hell, and then you make a joke of it. No, it's much deeper. Don't think that Buddha's teachings are so deep on one level, another level is very superficial. No, it's just that you have not gotten commentary and explanation. When you get commentary and explanation, try to stay away. When you get commentary and explanation, and then you read, and you get commentary, you gain knowledge. That's why we're enthusiastic for Dharma teachings. We stay awake. We make effort. We dress well. We're clean. We're decent. Why? So we're not distracted by anything. Why? It is not simply to show respect to your teacher and your Dharma brothers and sisters. That's just a small part. So you have respect for yourself, and that you can be alert to attain out of this place. And you're constantly looking at people around you that suffer and you don't know what to do. That's beautiful. You know what to do. Follow the Guru's instructions on practice and achieve. And you can do something about people around you. Maybe not immediately, but they're going to have another life. They're going to have another life. They're going to have another life. If the enlightened beings can come and empty down to many beings according to their needs and wants, you can do so too when you have the qualifications of an enlightened being or even beforehand. So whether the Guru is enlightened or not, or advanced or not, we don't know. We can't tell. Do you know why? Because we don't have the qualifications to check. So Mena, if you
Alright, I had to get me something to drink real quick, but I also have to rewind that real quick too. Hold on, what did he say here?
You can do so too when you have the qualifications of an enlightened being or even beforehand. So whether the Guru is enlightened or not, or advanced or not, we don't know. We can't tell. Do you know why? Because we don't have the qualifications to check. So Mena, if you don't have, you can't look at the other person. You can't if you don't have. But you can check by inferential logic the results to see what kind of person they are. And do you have those qualities? Or do you know anybody with those qualities? Do you know? And that's why we follow a Guru. That's why we take refuge in the Guru. That's why we listen to the Guru as if we're slaves. That's why we respect the Guru. That's why we don't fight. That's why even when the Guru gives us instructions and we don't like it and it's difficult for us, we still do it because we trust that Guru has intentions for us that are noble, that will bring us to a higher level. So the minute we fight with the guru and he assigns us something or she assigns us something and we don't want to, and we fight, we resist, unless it's for a valid reason, a very valid reason, it is us escaping again. And when we disturb the guru's mind, we go to the three lower realms. Why is that?
I will kind of question that because obviously there are certain things we say so long as it makes logical sense. Like, just because we're not that doesn't mean we can't make logical reasoning. Because this is how people get taken advantage of. It's just the trust, like, oh yeah, it's very compassionate and etc. etc. But you know, people can act a certain way to take advantage of you. So that's kind of personally, I would not just, you know, just because I'm not a guru or I'm not enlightened, that I just should believe someone when they claim to be a guru and not question it. Just because they act passionate doesn't mean that they're enlightened or a guru either, because people can act passionate, people can act patient, especially if they're going to get a big reward out of it. That's how a lot of, well, I won't say a lot, but that's how some criminals are. They're very patient. It takes time to do a certain type of criminal activity correctly. Again, it's very, how to say, for me, it's just, that's very, very, I would say dangerous, but perhaps dangerous. I know I kind of say that a lot because it can be. It's not always, though. But again, it's kind of, it is genuinely hard because there's, you know, obviously gurus are not state certified, so there's no way to know for sure. Although, again, you know, you following certain things that the guru does, so long as it makes sense and it's not something questionable, then there shouldn't be a problem. But whenever it says, even if we don't like it, we should do it, that's questionable. Now, don't get me wrong. If for example, I believe in India there are like 12. Is it 12 schools? I can't remember. There are 12 lineage schools, meaning that I can't remember the number, but they're specific that they're schools that's been from a certain lineage and they stay true to that lineage. Now, if they came from that and you can call them as, hey, you know, is this person legit? You know, and to verify by picture and name, and they say yes, it is. Then I guess at that point, even if they do tell you something that you don't like to do, it seems very valid. But just for a random person to say that they're a guru and then them telling you to take out $500 out of your bank account as a first test, you know, it's questionable. Again, it's kind of hard to say for sure. If they're legit, they're legit. If they're not, they're not. It's up for your discretion to, you know, test that. But again, I'd be just hopefully tell people to be very, very cautious. Criminals will do anything and everything in their power to try to get what they want. And that includes if being patient or kind or whatever. There are some criminals that are very much like that. So just be careful. So I'm worried. It's very odd, but yes.
Why? Because the practice he gives us, we won't do, and that's what will take us out from three lower realms. So when he gives us an assignment and we give up, and we want to run, we want to transfer, we want to change, we want to move, you know what it is? What practice can a guru give you? How can he help you? You don't want to cooperate. What is a guru? A guru is someone that helps you find the inner guru in you. Temporarily, you need to rely on the outer guru because you don't have enough knowledge and practice and experience. But the real inner guru can only be discovered by the outer guru in the beginning. Just like when you go learn architecture and you know it well, you have to study what's been made. You have to understand the structures already that are. You have to go with the great grades like iron, cave, etc. And then once you master that, then you go and make your own creations and probably new designs and new formats and new materials that hasn't been discovered, and they go, wow. But you gotta learn the principle first to find your own inner architect. You need to follow architect. So when you follow your teacher architect in class, you don't sit there and berate her. You don't put her down. You don't fight with her. And every assignment she gives you, you don't argue and you make lame excuses for not finishing or not doing. or you're sleeping in class, or you come late, or you simply just miss class because you're angry, then how do you become a great architect, even on that kind of level? So that's the basic logic behind guru devotion. What is guru devotion? Devoted to finding your own guru. That's what it's about.
And I guess the other question I had before I paused it was, what if that's not the guru for you? What do you feel like, this is not quite right for me? Then is that considering you running away? I do wonder what he will say to that. It's like, you're doing this guru, you're doing everything the guru says to do, but you're just not feeling it, like maybe you don't quite agree with everything you do, but you still do it. And then you decide, you know what, maybe this is not the guru for me, maybe I need to find someone else. What would he say to that? Would he say, no, you need to stay with this guru, doesn't matter what you feel? Or would it say that you'd be running away? Or that, yeah, okay, at that point you feel like, you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but you're just not feeling it, whatever you may use for that excuse to say, like, I don't like this guru, or I don't like what he's making me do, or I don't like something about it. Something just seems off. Would he say, it's fine, go find a different guru? But then the next thing I have to say was, it's really weird, and it's kind of like threatening you with the 3 levels of hell or something like that. It's like, well, if you're not following your guru, you just have to believe in him, and I believe that's doing good for you, otherwise you go the 3 levels of hell or something like, what's that?
So that's the basic logic behind.
Going a little bit more.
Or you simply just miss class because you're angry. Then how do you become a great architect, even on that kind of level? So that's the basic logic behind.
Where's that at?
You need to follow architects already that are. You have to go with the great and out of guru because you don't have enough knowledge and practice and experience. But the real
there it is.
practice he gives us, we won't do, and that's what will take us.
The 3 lower realms there. So, and I guess the thing is, I'd say is that, I don't necessarily believe you necessarily have to have a guru, because the explanation he gave was about the architects. Well, don't get me wrong, it's so much easier if you do have a guru, because they can teach you the right methods if they are a genuine guru. Obviously, someone had to write the book on architects, and they didn't learn from someone who already knew architect. You know what I'm saying? Basically, at the beginning of time, someone wasn't given birth to the lines like, I know everything about architect, and then read the book. We discovered things through very difficult methods. So, how to build a house, what A-frame and whatever other frames, and what the materials, and how to attach them together. All that was discovered the hard way, the long way, but it is possible. So, again, no one was born in this world, well, I guess there could be some question on that one, but let's just say this. No one was born in this world as a guru that knows everything. So, the gurus in today's... The gurus in the past had to learn and become enlightened, and they had to discover that the hard way. So I'm merely saying that it is very much possible to learn on your own, but it will be very, very difficult. However, with technology nowadays, how you can watch people, watch their discussion, even participate in some things, that it's much easier, but still very difficult compared to having a guru with you. So it's much easier than it ever was before because you have easily access to all the information, but still harder than having a genuine guru, because I'm sure they know a lot. They can perhaps specialize in teaching you specifics that will work for you. They perhaps have that insight. Again, I don't know because I've never experienced it. But again, I hope that you can take that into account. however you choose to understand that, I hope it just makes sense. Anyways, that's my reaction to, if you upset your guru, you go to hell. What is wrong with me? Anyways, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down, and down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.